Hello, Dr. Zelaya here today to talk with you about our lunch and recess expectations for our in-person learners. Our lunch and recess schedule is over a 55-minute period. Lunch is going to be in the classrooms, and students will be unmasked for 15 minutes while they eat their lunch. While unmasked and eating, students will not be talking. To encourage this, we are going to give students and classroom supervisors and classroom teachers an option of either reading while they're eating or watching a short video while they're eating their food. We have assigned supervisors to support students while they are eating lunch in their classroom or when they are taking them outside for recess. Our lunch hours have changed and will be communicated with you by your individual classroom teacher. But our lunch hours go between 11:15 and 12:10 and also 12:18 to 1:13 in the afternoon. We have 4 goals for lunch. Our main goal is to keep our students safe, to help focus them on eating, for students to clean up after themselves, and to have an enjoyable lunch break. This is where we really need our family's help. Since lunch will be eaten in the classroom, absolutely no foods with nuts will be allowed. This includes peanut butter sandwiches, Nutella, or any other nut butters or nut products will not be allowed in the classroom. As I mentioned, we are not able to have students talking during lunch, and this is following CDC guidance for eating in schools. It's going to feel weird having students eating in silence. However, like I said, we're listening to that science and following the guidelines in order to keep our community safe. We are going to be very intentional in teaching our students the expectations for during lunch. Again, our voices are at a level 0 while masks are off and students are eating. We're going to have them make sure that they're following our lunch supervisor's directions, using those good table manners and raising their hands if they need something, because students will still be needing to stay within their location in the classroom. We are also helping ensure that they're focusing on their eating, cleaning up after themselves, throwing away their trash, staying in their seats, and we are also not allowing students to use their iPads during lunch. Again, and I can't say this enough, all lunches must be nut-free. They can only eat their own food. They are not to share food or trade food with others. Keeping their hands and body and food to themselves, putting their mask on once they are done eating so that they can then speak again, and making sure that they are physically distancing when they are lining up to transition outside to recess. We're going to do something a little bit differently with our lunch ordering for this last bit of school that we're in together. We're going to be sending an email where parents can order their lunch for their children for the week. Every single student at home school is eligible to receive a lunch at no charge. There will be 2 options for lunch. They can receive either a sandwich or a pizza kit. Students will also be able to choose between plain milk and chocolate milk. We are going to do this on a weekly basis so that we make sure that all of our orders are ready for us to be delivered. Once food is delivered to the school, our amazing lunch staff will sort it out by classroom, and then they will deliver it to the classrooms prior to students eating lunch. And this way we are eliminating the need for additional transitions throughout the day. We are going to give an option on this lunch form for parents to indicate that their children will be bringing their lunch every single day, and that way you would not need to fill this out. You will also have a daily option of, like, some days you'll bring a lunch and other days you might want to order. So for example, you might want to have a sandwich on Monday and a pizza kit on Friday and bring your lunch Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And this is something that you would indicate on the lunch form.
This is Mrs. Garzadeh, and now I will be talking about what recess will look like as we transition to a full day of school here at home school. Our 4 goals for recess are to keep our students and staff safe, to help students play fairly, take turns, and participate in organized games, and of course to provide an enjoyable opportunity for recess for all students. In order to maintain safety for all students, we have created zones on our playground. Each classroom will be assigned to a zone each day, and students will not be able to play outside of that assigned zone. The zones will change each day, so students will be able to rotate around the playground throughout the week, but every day they're going to be required to stay in their class zone throughout the entire recess time. At Holmes, our procedures for outdoor recess will be as follows. Each classroom has their own equipment basket, and students will not be able to share equipment. They will only use equipment from their classroom basket. The equipment in the basket is to be used in a non-contact way. Students must maintain physical distance while playing on the playground. Students, like I said, will remain in their class zone, and as their recess supervisor blows the whistle and tells them to line up, students will line up 6 feet apart and maintain their social distance as they enter the building. Students will be required to keep their mask on the entire time they are outdoors. In the case of inclement weather, students will be having recess indoors. This will be inside their classroom, and our procedures for that is that students will be directed to stay in their space, keeping 6 feet apart. They will be able to watch a video that's on display, draw, color, do a Go Noodle. So the supervisor in the classroom provides them opportunities for students to be a little bit active, but students will remain indoors with their mask on for the entire recess. Students will then be asked to clean up their classroom and return to learning when their teacher returns after lunch. As far as other safety procedures, all other safety mitigations, including wearing a mask, taking temperatures, physically distancing, washing hands regularly, will remain in place. We will work together as a Holmes community to keep each other safe as we transition to full day. We got this.